Hi, this is Salman Aziz and welcome to the Developer Dude. In this series of ScrollTrigger, which is tutorial number 3, we are going to learn about the toggle actions. Watch till the end to learn more about it, as I'm going to teach all about it while we do practice. So let us dive into the code. Let's take the copy of tutorial number 2. Let us make a tutorial number 3. Now we have to clean up our code a little bit. HTML is fine. App.js. Let's add now the X direction, the moment of X direction to 600. And the duration is fine. Let's change the end point to top 40% and start point to 60. Let's remove that red class because we are no longer using toggle class action. And let's make the height to 300 pixels to be more visible. And let's remove that from JavaScript also, the toggle class red thing. Let's check into the browser. So when the scroll star touches to the trigger, its opacity changed to 1 and the distance covered to 600. And how about when we come back to the trigger again? It doesn't do anything. That's actually make me sad. What we can do now, we can introduce our toggle action thing. Let's add the toggle action. And it accepts string and has 4 keywords that has 4 events. Let's add first one to play and then all, none. Right? It will show the default behavior that we already have currently. So I'm also doing some comments. So when you will be checking the code from GitHub that I'm already pushing it to, you can have all the comments and you can understand what's going on with all these like toggle actions, what toggle actions can do. So all will be written in the comments. So I have written everything here as a comment. You can look into it. Let's check the browser. It will show us the same default behavior, but with the toggle action. Opacity to 1. And when we come back, it plays to opacity. So I will also write some comments about all those events. What play is onEnter. And the second event is onLeave. Let's make some distance on tab. This one, third one is onEnterBack. And the last one is onLeaveBack. So all these events are there. Let's change the play to restart. So now whenever the scroll trigger start touches it, it will restart every time whenever we come back. Let's check it again. It will restart again. Perfect. Let's change the second one. Please remove all the classes. It only accepts one distance. Let's change the second one to reverse. On leave, it will reverse. So when it will be leaving, it will go back to its original position. Yes. Come back on start, on enter, it's restart, on end, it will leave. That's the second option. Let's check the third one. Let's change the reverse to the pause. So it will pause. It will start, restart and pause. Let's do it a few more times. And so it's almost finished. Let's do it again. Start and pause. Restart and pause. Restart and pause. Let's change the third keyword to be an event of resume. So when our start, restart, pause, resume, restart, pause, resume, restart, pause, resume. Now the third one, we can use the event to reset. So when the scroller end will be touching it, it will reset the whole animation. Let's check it on the browser. So restart, pause, resume, and reset. Restart, pause, resume, reset. Restart, pause, resume, reset. That's this working fine. Let's change it to complete. So whenever it will leave, it will complete the whole animation. And let's change the X direction to 800 and duration to 8 seconds. Let's check now. It will be now more clear. And let's change the block size, reduce the block size, also remove the opacity. Yeah, we don't want the opacity. And I want to change the height and width to 200. It looks so zoom right now. And let's comment the alpha, auto alpha 1. So opacity thing will be stopped. Now the block will be there all the time. So scroll start, it will start with a restart, pause, resume, complete. So it's completing the animation while it's checking when it's on enter leave. On enter back, leave back. Yeah, on enter back, on leave back. Resume and complete. I will also give you all the other events, that the keywords actually that you can use. Instead of only these 4, there is one play, there is pause, there is resume, there is reverse, restart, and there is reset, and the last one is complete. And yeah, the none one, if you don't want any animation to work.
So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning GSAP. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends, and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.